Report. Punch out.
Xfinity free Wi-Fi spots. So you're not at home, but if you happen to look on your phone and put boom, Xfinity, you can log in using your same login code that you use at home. It's just that easy. Plus, you can stream thousands of free TV shows and movies with your Xfinity Stream app, including the Peacock channel, which, you know, has The Office and all of those things on there. 2.5 million. That's why I love it. So you want to make sure you get Xfinity Internet. So how do you get started? Call 1-800-XFINITY, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today for details.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, 696 eastbound at Middlebelt, emergency crews are blocking the 2 right lanes. Traffic is slow from Drake, and westbound slowdowns continue from M10 to Telegraph. Heading out towards M39 northbound after Rotunda, there's an accident with backups from Oakwood. Another crash 94 eastbound after Connor has you backed up from at least I-75, and there's also an accident in the work zone. I-75 southbound at 14 Mile affecting the right shoulder. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Get to Gallagher is led by Dodge Award for the triple fix. The Dodge Challenger Scat Pack for just $355 per month. stock and ready to go. Only see one with 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 for just $189 per month. Comes to our Gallianis Van Dyke Dodge and Ram as Metro Detroit's best selection of Ram trucks. That's right, lease a brand new Ram 1500 Cat 4x4 for only $189 per month. Lease the all-new 2021 Dodge Durango all-wheel drive for only $257 per month. Brand new Dodge Grand Caravans for only $21,485 while supplies last. Or purchase a brand new Dodge Journey just reduced to $17,939. 0% for up to 84 months available for Grand Caravan and Journey. Worried about credit? Forget it. We approve almost everyone. Find your pot of gold at Gallianis Van Dyke Dodge on Van Dyke Avenue, just north of 696 and Warren, or VanDykeDodge.com.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Call Hall Financial and get pre-approved for your new home today. We're even going to connect you with a top realtor in your area. At Hall Financial, our goal is to get you into your new home as quick and as easy as possible. Get started now. Go to DavidHallMortgage.com.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capurro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
97.1 The Ticket, powered by Radio.com Sports and presented by BetQL. Become a better sports bettor. Get smarter to beat the books. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. You could win the ticket signing bonus. $1,000 in 11 times each weekday. Powered by BetQL. Let BetQL's proven data and analytics help you become a better. Download the BetQL app today. Listen for the keyword at 8:30 each hour between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Text that keyword to 72881 before the end of that hour. Message and data rates apply. You could win a $1,000 signing bonus on 97.1 The Ticket. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A Radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
I'm not making excuses. If anything, I take accountability for my actions. Send a hell of a way I feel. Apologize to the team. Apologize to University of Michigan, our fan base. But then now we have to get better with this. I learned from it and move on.
We're brought to you by Victor's Roofing. Michigan head coach Juwan Howard, they're taking full responsibility for being ejected after a double technical. And for his team in the game with Maryland, that saw Mike Smith lead Big Blue with 18 points and a record 15 assists for the Big Ten tournament as Michigan comes from 12 down to defeat Maryland. Final score 79-66. Next up for Michigan, the winner of Ohio State Purdue tomorrow at 4 p.m. That's on AM 950 WWJ. COVID-19 taking its toll on Virginia in the ACC tourney and Kansas in the Big 12. Both teams are out. Meanwhile, Tom Brady extending his contract with Tampa for 4 years, renewable after each season. The Bucs saved $19 million with the move on their cap. Cam Newton, meanwhile, signing a one-year deal to re-up with New England. That's the Ticket Update Desk. I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Radio.com.
Canceled. It was your birthday. You're very sensitive to this. You're very excited about March Madness. I want to leave it to you. I'm not panicked. But if last year taught me anything, it's to at least be thinking about what could be next. And Virginia out of the ACC tournament, Louisville in full testing protocol, Duke out of the ACC tournament. You have Kansas today out of the Big 12. Both team statuses are up in the air regarding the NCAA tournament. They have to be able to declare that they're in by 11 p.m. tomorrow night. But that kind of flies in the face of the 7-day testing protocol. So nobody quite knows what's going on. There's contingencies in place for if they can't go, how they'll shift the seedings, or are we using teams off the street, or this is a bad deal. And you know my opinion. I really questioned the conference tournaments altogether. I questioned not vaccinated players. I questioned not having the tournament in May. It's not I told you so theater. It's just we're here now.
what's going on. What is your sense as we are a week from today supposed to start whatever this tournament is supposed to be, and we have teams directly that could be dropping like flies, and then teams that they faced and were in proximity with up in the air with a 7-day protocol with 7 days to the tournament?
Mike, we're a little bit of a hiccup. There's a fork in the road. It could go. Remember the NFL season when the Titans were in trouble and they had to rearrange the schedule, and the Steelers played on at 9:30 in the morning on a Wednesday. It was just really weird. But the league made it through. I think that's where college basketball is right now, where best case scenario, these teams get quarantined, they're fine, they come back, they can bring, all their players in, or at least 10 of their 13 scholarship players to play the games, and we go on because everybody else has been quarantined, and it's happy-go-lucky time. Or you can slip away, and if that's the case, then yeah, not only are you affecting yourself, but the team that you're playing against, because you're not wearing masks out there, that it could really, this could be the first event that your true champion won't even be considered champion. You're just a team that happened to withstand COVID the best. This is one where, if you had it already, maybe you have an advantage because your guys still have the antibodies and they won't get it. And this is how you ended up winning the championship. I'm a little concerned, especially when you see some of the teams. Duke, I wasn't concerned for because Duke wasn't going to the tournament. So they gave you the pomp and circumstance, and Coach K came out and said, we're withdrawing. That was, you can't fire me because I quit.
Yeah, but
that's all that was.
To be fair, Rico, they may have beaten Florida State. They may have. Would it have surprised you? They had beaten their two previous opponents by about 100 points. How could you write off the possibility of them getting in? As bad as they were this year, I don't know that.
Yeah, no, you're right, because we could have had Duke, North Carolina 3 tonight if they would have beat Florida State. It's to the point. Yeah, you got Kansas, who's a projected 3 seed. Now
Virginia's a 4.
They got to sit out. Now you got to slide somebody in, and now this is where teams like Utah State, St. Louis, and Boise State, and Xavier are all sitting there in the green room waiting to hear their name called. Do we get called up to the majors? Do we get to play in this tournament, even though we technically didn't make it? I mean, it's the reason why they told Michigan State and they told Maryland today after their game, guys, don't go anywhere. Just stay put in Indy, stay in your hotel until, you're already starting your quarantine now. You're not leaving Indy until you lose your next game. They're trying.
Here's what's coming out. No, I want to just give you a few things, and you can do what you want with it. But again, Virginia was supposed to play Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech now in testing protocol, right? Duke played Louisville. Louisville's in. Duke isn't. Louisville in protocol. Texas, who did Kansas play last night, Rico? It's slipping my mind, man. I'm so sorry. Who did Kansas play?
I forgot. I'm looking it up now.
I know it was West Virginia, Okie State, it was Baylor, and K-State yesterday. Whatever. The team they played is in protocol. But, listen to the comments.
Oklahoma.
Thank you. Oklahoma's in protocol. Another tournament team. But, look at the press release here. And I think it's really interesting. So you've got Tony Bennett coming out and just saying it. We are exhausting all options to participate in the tournament. Our status for the tournament is TBA. I'm hurting for our players and our seniors. I told our young men they got every reason to be disappointed, but it's very important how they respond. We are exhausting all options. Look, I mean, how about this one? He goes, we went from an exhilarating game-winning shot and beating Syracuse to a gut punch. He doesn't know what's going to happen. Then you move on and you look at UVA releasing a statement. So the tourney, the minimum is 5 eligible players. Now, you know what I know, Rico. It's an absurdity to ask 5 players to go and play a Division I basketball game. It's an absurdity. But Dave Gavitt 2 days ago said the alternative of having a team wash out of the tournament and be replaced when they could still compete, even in a reduced capacity, was where the committee thought they should land. Dave Gavitt is full of human waste. To suggest that a team with 5 eligible players can compete is a lie. It's either a fantasy or a bull-faced lie. If you want to compete, the fewest amount of players I've ever seen compete at a high level would be 7. You gotta have 7 bodies, and usually 3 of them are first-round draft picks. For Dan Gavitt as the VP of this operation to say that 5 is somehow an acceptable answer, no. It's so you can keep the money coming in. Can you imagine what it would look like if you put a team with 5 eligible human beings? Nobody gets a break. Nobody can get in foul trouble. And you put them out there against another team. You have no chance. And for Dan Gavitt to suggest that they've come up with a good solution, that it's offensive to me.
You know what this is? This is kicking the can. This is playing the odds and the percentage game. The reason being, if you're Kansas, if you're Virginia, let's say you bring 5-6 players, they're banking that your 5-6 players can knock off whoever you're going to play in that first round. And you're buying yourself a couple of extra days to get the rest of your team here. That's what they're saying. Yeah, 5 players in the middle of a Sweet 16, you're dead. 5 players in the Final Four, no shot. But 5 players, if you're going up against a 14 seed, they're saying your 5-6 players should still be better than Northeast Texas State.
Yeah,
And
what
you should
about
be able to
if it's
perform.
not Northeast Texas State? What if it's the 8-9 matchup? Don't look for the scenario that lets Dan Gavitt off the hook. Look for the other 95% of matchups where it would be an embarrassment.
Oh,
You would be embarrassing those 5 players.
it is, as I stated, this is their way of just kind of kicking the can. This is all about money, Mike. But I think if it were one of those games, that's when you would see they're going to make a call to the green room and tell Xavier, guess what? You're in. You've been sitting in Indy all of these days. You're playing, boys. You're playing later on tonight. So I know you haven't scouted North Carolina, or you haven't scouted whoever you got. You haven't scouted Wisconsin, but hey, you're playing Wisconsin tonight. Good luck. You're in.
Anyway, news has come out. The positive player for Kansas played last night against Oklahoma.
Oh.
So that adds another layer to it.
Okay, here's what has to happen. I think, seriously, if you're the Big 12, you shut down this tournament. Just cancel this thing. Just don't even risk it. Because if not,
There's somebody saying they shouldn't play these at all. I don't know who that is.
the guy was probably a very smart man.
It's such a folly, Rico, because they could have done this the right way. Look at where we are right now with vaccinations, for God's sakes. Had they just delayed a couple of weeks, all adults are being able to get the vaccine. You could have absolutely vaccinated your players, played the conference tourneys, played the tournament, damn near free of risk. And you know what they said? Nah.
March Madness has to be in March. We've proven you can have the Masters in March. You can have the NBA Finals in August. You can play these games there whenever you want to play them. And just call it May now and go out there and play in May. And you wouldn't have to worry, because you're right, look at the vaccines coming out. You wouldn't have this problem. But it was a rush because they lost. They're the ones who they lost out on money. Everybody else had a
Everybody lost money. College basketball lost everything.
Right. Yeah, you may have lost a couple bucks. I lost it all, man. I'm sitting up there holding a sign saying we'll show a game for peanuts.
Well, it's a good segue, because really the only value to these games is betting on them. I've said it before, I'll say it again to you. That's what's going to keep me watching this nonsense. FanDuel Sportsbook, go and bet on the games. Live odds, they got better withdrawals, they got the in-game parlays, and they got odds boosts everywhere. And we're definitely going to have some custom stuff for you for the tournament. So if you haven't signed up yet, what the hell are you waiting on? FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code TICKET. Risk-free, first bet up to $1,000. You lose, they refund your bet up to $1,000 in site credits. What else you doing? If you're playing, you should be playing with FanDuel. They also got the Players' Championship and tons of crazy bets with that whole deal if you're a golf fan. FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code TICKET. It's so simple. Now, you got to be 21 and up. You got to be in Michigan. First online real money wager only. Site credit non-withdrawable, expires in 14 days. For full terms, sportsbook.fanduel.com. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117.
Veterans